This next question was question 2 on the higher paper and question 18 on the foundation paper. Now it says there's adults and children in a theatre and they're in the ratio, and it's adults to children in the ratio 5:2. So I'm just going to put A to C on top of that to give me a visual clue. And each person had a seat in the circle or the stalls. 3/4 of the children had seats in the stalls. So that means that the rest of them must have been in the circle. So it must mean that 1/4 of children were in the circle. So if you imagine this, if this is like a bar diagram explaining our children, 1/4 of our children were in the circle. So this is the bit here, and then the rest of them are these bits here in the stalls. So 1/4 of them is 117. So the number of children in total is going to be 117 times 4. So if we work that out, 117 times 4 is going to be, we've got 468 children in total. So we've used that little bit of the information and that there. Now we've got to try and find out whether more than 60% of the seats in the theatre were used on this night, and the theatre holds that number of seats. So the next thing we need to find is how many children have we got? We'll use that to find the number of adults. So we've got this relationship of adults to children right from the top there is 5:2. We know the number of children, so I'm going to put the number of children on this side here. Now, how do we get from children to adults? Well, we have to times 2 by 2.5. So if I times that by 2.5, it's going to give our 5 adults. So we need to times 468 by 2.5 to get the number of adults. So if we do 468 times 2.5 equals, the number of adults is going to be 1,170. So that's our number of adults, and we've got 468 children. So now we can find out what percentage of the theatre was filled. So to find out that, the total number that were there was 1,170 adults plus 468 children. Divide that by the number of seats in the theatre, which was 2,600. And then if we times that by 100, that will give us the percentage of the theatre that's filled. So if we type that all in one go on the calculator, we're going to get 1170 plus 468 over 2,600, arrow to the right, times 100 equals, and it comes to 63%. So then to answer the question says, were there more than 60% full? The answer is yes, more than 60% of seats were filled.